everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with the reaction for guys. Take us, of course, here to the journey of Generator Rex. This is season 2, episode 14. Of course, we're not another title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode was fun because the main thing they were trying to do, in a way, was cover werewolves in a sense, because how crazy this world is in terms of Evos and everything. We have chupacabras. They did their own play take on werewolves, where people were turning into Evos at night, and they look kind of like a wolf, not really. But it was fun. So like were-evos, basically, is what they were trying to do. But also the bigger thing they were also attempting to kind of highlight was not so much that, which was cool, but then Hunter Kane showed up, which wasn't John Cena, by the way, voicing him, but still that character. But it was really the fact that his brother, Rex's brother, took him to where he grew up, essentially. And he met his former friend that he grew up with, and they were best friends. Of course, Rex remembers none of this. Words. What are the words? None of this. And he also met this woman they all like basically call grandma or family, like this whole group of people, but they meet this woman who has been basically protecting the people they're turning into Evos and everything at night. But essentially, even though they're not blood related, they both grew up with her and they treated her like a grandma, which is pretty interesting. Like he's like Rex, like Caesar or Cesar, how do you pronounce his name? Sorry. It's been a rough morning trying to get this episode and everything. Cause I was having corrupting issues trying to get this damn episode to even play. Anyways, because we kept saying corrupt file. Anyways, that's a side thing entirely. But it's interesting that he's trying to show Rex all this because he's trying to help jog his memory, or at least, say, hey, look, I know you don't remember this at all through everything that's kind of happened, but I'm going to show you where you kind of grew up, where everything, how things were before. And so it's nice. It's nice because you had Van Cleise right before all this saying that he's not to be trusted, and then he does this. So Van Cleise is obviously lying, but I think it's a good thing that this is all happening, and I'm hoping Rex can start remembering stuff at least. But yeah, so you never know what to expect from an episode of Generator Rex, because right after Van Cleise said all that, we then had this episode. So don't know, and it was never addressed what Van Cleise was actually really saying in terms of like, don't trust your brother. So maybe it'll be addressed in this episode. I have no clue. So without further ado, let's get into now. Let's check out this episode. Let's see what they show, guys. Blah. Anyways, let's see what they show us. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Like you saw me coming.
Guess my
He almost did.
are onto the whole ripping the very fabric.
Holy crap. There you go.
I don't want to be in your collection.
I'm through collecting.
Oh
you,
shit.
Rex. We'll play some more next time. Van Cleise has a very important mission for me.
Wait, I know that place. Oh no!
Oh, he's lucky.
She's going after Cersei!
Oh shit, okay.
What a surprise.
So make way, start a revolution!
What's your L&L?
Intersection of Hong and Kong.
You do realize there are closer places for takeout.
It's Breach.
No food.
I'm taking you down, Breach!
Oh, oops.
But our breakfast has been soundly defeated.
Hey Squid, the place back together?
Until you destroyed it just now.
In time for you to wreck it again. So, want to tell us what this is all about, or do we have to guess?
Well, Breach just showed up and
Cersei's
all
in
this.
danger. It's Breach. Why Hong Kong?
Because it's on the other side of the world? Because she's seriously messed up? Kinda like our place.
Love the new look.
Wow.
Sure.
Compliment.
I didn't notice it really at first, but yeah.
Thanks for sending Cersei our way.
Oh.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
What the hell?
Report. What's the delay?
Perhaps if you quit calling, I'd be done already.
Shit.
Don't mess this up.
Yep, can't sit there. Yep, no chairs.
We're, short a few menus.
I'll look on with Cersei.
There you go.
Dim sum. Traditional shared meal.
Oh, nice. Okay. Shared meal, though.
Shared?
Yeah.
They're,
It's oh.
They're...
So it's all a wild goose chase to keep him away.
Dave's quarry. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Hey.
You're one of Van Cleise's people. Did he send you? Of course I'm in.
Of course you are.
Just gotta
Love that
make
Mark
myself
Hamill's back.
presentable. Security sweep takes a full 3 minutes. Plenty of time. What are we after?
Yeah,
Money?
what exactly?
Gold?
Remember when we took down that giant fish head in Cabo Luna?
Uh-oh. But... maybe just go home, man. Maybe just go home. Oh.
Another breachhead fake.
There's a general alert at the local Providence holding cell.
Yes, I am so on it.
I've said too much. We really need to.
Uh-oh.
You do your thing, I'll do mine.
Damn, I forgot how strong he was. Oh.
On second thought,
Oh.
This was the old friend you were after?
Yes. Well.
Who did you think I meant?
Ah.
And seriously, Jailbreak? What is this, a cowboy movie?
No spoilers.
Exactly. And she's gone.
Hey, fella.
Who's that? Oh my god.
Picking up low-level vibrations.
Is it?
Seismic.
Oh.
Rhythmic.
Damn.
please, gentlemen, I won't be long.
Completely fine. Oh. Training? Rex? Oh, okay. He's always walking on the worst times, dude.
Stop it. Got this from the Providence security feed. Quarry.
Ooh.
She's gonna save my skin.
Oh, because she failed or whatever.
Tough on failure.
Hello, world.
What is that suit?
Rex, what about
Help the others. I'll bring back Circe.
Let me just say, I abhor unnecessary violence.
Damn. That is crazy. Uh-oh.
What's your game, Quarry? Planning
On
to
his
start a
own.
war?
Why, yes, Rex.
Terrorists, maniacs, end of the world wackos.
If they have the money,
He has a whole
Oh.
section for double-crossing two-bit thugs.
Yes.
this will buy me all the freedom and immunity I'll ever need. It's a molecular destabilizer. Little Miss Forearms blabbed the details.
Oh, shit. She shouldn't have said that then.
Protons and electrons just fly apart.
That sucks. Ooh.
A regular family reunion.
we got your back, Rex?
Never mind me. Help them. Let's see what you got.
Let's see.
Get
Let's
it,
go.
do you?
Oh. Oh. Shit. It's not gonna work, yep. It's a pretty intense weapon, Jesus. Oh, that's new. That's new. Awesome. He's got shields. That's cool.
That works pretty good.
Nice. That's cool. Spinning. He's getting pissed. Ooh. He's reverting it back. Yep. Come on. Destroyed. Wow.
Do it!
He's not gonna do it.
You never learned.
Peekaboo.
It's her! She took Cersei.
But not to Van Clyce.
Clyce would skewer me for this.
Tell all the information.
I'm thinking a trade is in order. I'm not trading this. I'm trading you. I'm fine with it.
It?
It.
They don't know what he's talking about.
You make great couples.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
We're friends, Rex.
yes.
Really, just good friends.
Exactly.
Hey, you did that on purpose.
What are you gals doing Saturday night?
Our hair.
What about next Saturday?
And there you guys have it. And overall, this episode was pretty solid. Pretty solid. The return of Quarry, of course, voiced by Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill. I forgot that he actually voiced the character. I'm like, oh, Quarry, like, oh, that's Mark Hamill. Like, I forgot. Because it's been a bit. It's been quite a bit since I've seen that character. Because, of course, it's a huge break in between me actually stopping and watching the show for almost a year and coming back. It's been a long time. But still, cool to see that character. And Breach. And, of course, Cersei and everything. And the old crew from Hong Kong. Which is cool to see those characters again. But couple things. One, they're just proving more and more that Breach is a very interesting character, creepy as hell, but there's a lot of layers to this character. Like, you really don't really know for sure what she's planning or what she's doing because it was all a trick. I think she knew that Cersei was there, or at least had an inkling or something, or was trying to trick Rex in a sense, but I don't know if she really knew that Cersei was there. Maybe she did, but Breach, like, made a point to show, like, it kept the breach open long enough for Rex to jump through, because usually when she goes through a breach, when Breach goes through a breach, it disappears pretty much automatically. The fact that it was just holding long enough for him to see, oh, I know that, it's Hong Kong, and then he dives through, and then it closes, like, something there. And then, of course, he runs off to find Cersei and the gang and everything, and their, like, little water tower and all that. And it's all a trick because, you know, Breach is actually there to get Quarry, because Van Cleis wants to use him. But then Breach gives away too much information, which the way they actually handled that was, I thought, confusing at first, but it made sense when you follow the actual rest of the episode, because it cuts back to when Breach is telling Quarry and, like, kind of fishing, I told you too much, I shouldn't even told you that. And you find out later, okay, it's this machine or whatever, this device that can, like, basically break apart all atoms. And so when Quarry's using this device against Rex and fighting him, every time Rex is, like, regenerating his arms or legs or whatever, like, all the different things he's, like, regenerating trying to fight Quarry, automatically gets obliterated and destroyed because of this device and what it can do. So something, like, I'm not sure why, I guess Quarry was needed in order to get this machine, get the device, because the force field it's in, but of course Quarry double crosses and throws Breach out of the way, So Breach was trying to save her ass without going back to Van Cleis and realizing, oh, I felt, because Rex is like, look, you know what Van Cleis does, people that, you know, fuck up and fail. You do realize what happens, right, Breach? You do know that? So it was all a ploy for her to take Cersei in order to get Rex and the rest of them to go and basically stop Quarry. And then the whole trading back and forth in terms of, no, I'm not trading the actual audio device of where Breach is, like, giving all this information. I'm giving you up, Quarry, to her to put in her little play realm or whatever that Rex was in at one point, which was a crazy episode. That was a really interesting and just bizarre episode, but it shows there's a lot more to Breach than just her being a henchman to Van Cleis. So I like we're learning more about her character, or at least seeing more of Breach to kind of try to understand. And I don't think there really is an understanding of Breach as a character, but they're at least giving her more to do, which is fun. Because I think she's, out of all of the kind of hench, you know, people under Van Cleis that work for him, I think she's the most interesting. I like Beowulf, and I like the other characters they've introduced, but I think Breach is the one that I'm most fascinated, because her powers are basically limitless in a way. Even though within the actual Providence, like, prison that was there nearby in Hong Kong that Quarry was actually in, she was having a difficulty, like, even getting in because of all the layers of, like, protection and security and all that. So, like, her breaches just weren't working. So I like seeing more of her character. Now, that being said, I think Quarry was a smart play for this episode, because the way it's played out, oh, Cersei's the target. Not. I didn't even think about Quarry actually being in the episode, but it actually makes a lot of sense. And then throughout, we have this kind of B or C plot narrative where Rex is under this impression that, oh, they're couples. They're couples here. Cersei is clearly with him, and then we have Cricket, and then I forget his name, are together as well. But they're all platonic. Like, at the end, Rex is like, oh, I'm an idiot. It's like, no, we're all just friends, man. Like, you're coming in at certain points, you're thinking, like, we're all friends. But Rex is like, oh, well, then I'm an idiot. But I think it just goes to show not so much Rex, because I think anybody in that situation would interpret certain things, like in terms of, like, the dinner scene, or, like, you know, when they're at dinner, or even when he walks back in and they're, you know, training or whatever, but the way it looks, anybody would feel that way. But I think what is making it more of a character moment for Rex specifically, Rex is in a very unique situation where he has the amnesia. He doesn't remember a lot of things. He of course, he remembers them now in terms of this team or this group that he was with at one point. And then, of course, he forgot everything because of when everything transpired in terms of him going full Evo or whatever it was. And he basically lost his memory, that he remembers a certain point of them, but, like, he's still learning the intricacies, if you will, I think that's the right word, of human interaction. Because when you completely forget everything you know, and now you're trying to learn it all again, he only knows a few people, like, he interacts on a daily basis, and one of them is a talking monkey, right? And then it's Dr. Holiday, it's Six, and it's what was his name, White Knight or whatever the fuck the leader is of Providence. Like, there's only a certain amount of people he actually interacts with, and of course, probably in some instances with not showing on screen, his brother as well too. But like, you're seeing where he's having certain interactions with people that are awkward, like in this episode, and just other moments throughout the show where it's just awkward or weird, but it makes sense because he's still trying to learn how to be himself. He's still trying to discover himself when he forgot everything at a certain point. So it's a struggle for him. So when he's seeing these things out of context, or he's just having these moments, he doesn't know what to think, because he also has feelings for Circe. So that's also adding more layers to this too. But he's slowly starting to figure things out. It's still going to take time. I don't think he's ever truly going to really figure it out, but at least he's admitting, oh yeah, I was an idiot for saying that. Because he could easily went, okay, bye. But he said, wow, I'm an idiot for thinking that. But then you realize, well, maybe the guys actually like the girls in some way too. But anyways, the point is, at least Rex is admitting, oh, I screwed up there. I shouldn't have thought about that. You know, so there you go. So overall, a pretty fun episode. Overall, it was decent. And seeing more Breach is really cool, like I said. So, and then Circe changed her hair up a little bit, has purple instead of the red streaks, so that's cool too. But anyways, that's the reaction, that's review. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Generator Rex. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.